halfway line. Fortes coming back inside again. 1-2 with Lopez, the Irish-born defender. Ethiopia win it back. Down the line by Tavares. Tavares again. So it's all very tight and compact in the middle of that park. Dagnachu off of Jonas. Down the line from Hamid. Gets the back pass from Gabri Makau just inside the Cape Verde half. Ethiopia a little bit loose in their passing at the moment. I mentioned it before, and no doubt I'll mention it several times in the commentary throughout the 90 minutes, that the pitch is very, very bobbly. It's a new stadium. It's been built very, very recently. It's a new pitch. Got its first real airing earlier on today. The first game of the tournament was played here. It was the hosts Cameroon against Burkina Faso in the other game in this group, Group A. And, Cameroon won by 2-1, having fallen behind in that game. But in doing so, they've cut up the pitch, and the ground staff haven't had the opportunity to go out there and fully fix the divots. It's floated into the penalty area by Jeffrey Fortes. A header down on the far post from Tavares, but straight into the hands of the grateful goalkeeper Faso Gabri Makau, who knocks it long downfield. Fended off by his namesake, Gabri Makau. Into the penalty area it goes. Ethiopia trying to force their way forward. Remember, they're down to 10 men here. It's a good play to try and get forward from the midfield area from Surafel Dagnachu. And in the end, just completely outnumbered. The clearance, Cape Verde, was pretty poor, really. Ethiopia are having their best spell of the game so far. Younes steers it to the right hand side. Gabri Makau to Younes, just lays it off to Timene. Has a look back to his goalkeeper Fazil Gabri Makau, and he distributes out to his left, and it's beyond Bebe. Youssef tried to keep it in play, ends up conceding the throw in, but that was sloppy from Ethiopia. 18 minutes gone. Cape Verde expected to win this one now, down to 10 men, but anything's going to happen. They're going to have to defend magnificently well. He's going to have a play over on this near side. Jeffrey Fortes playing in the right wing back position. Just let it cross the line, and it's over the line for a throw-in. Cape Verde managed by Robista, his assistant manager Verde, qualified from Group F as runners-up. Pretty solid in their qualification group. Crashed out of the World Cup in the qualifying, visiting Nigeria, and otherwise impeccable campaign. So they won't be going to Qatar next November, December. Cape Verde. What's the defender to do here? It's a great clearance from Gabri Makau, the goalkeeper. Nasir down the left hand side. Good defending though by Stephen Fortes. Ushers it back to his goalkeeper. Rosa with the clearance. But again, it's Ethiopia that have it back. Youssef, they've grown in confidence here. Younes, it's a lovely little flick by Kabede. He was unable to get his skates on and link up. Dagnachu is the player. They'll try and get on the ball as much as possible. He made a good run forward from the midfield there for Ethiopia. Cape Verde in possession at the moment with Nuno Borges. Over towards the left hand side. It's a high ball. Trying to bring it down was Gary Rodriguez. He's gone back to the left. It was a big stretch for the 31-year-old. He couldn't keep it in play. Plays his football. Rodriguez for Olympiacos in Greece. Thought he'd scored his 7th goal for his country. Denied by, of all things, VAR, but not a VAR decision. Not against the goal. Decided to turn the yellow into a red. Talking of red, just having a close up on the monitor here of Stapira, the Cape Verde defender, who's got the red Mohican, dyed red, on his in his head there. It's very bright. You can see it from a long way away. Cape Verde in possession at the moment in midfield. Kenny Rocha Santos. Holds it still in the centre circle. It's returned back by Rodriguez. To find Lopez. Rocha Sanchez again. Carefully to Fortes. Stephen Fortes. Now out wide of him is Jeffrey Fortes. Good defending by Youssef, but he turns into trouble. Rodriguez has come over to lend a hand to put the press on for Cape Verde. On this right hand side, clearance away from Alimu. And through to the goalkeeper for Ethiopia, Faso Gabriel Michael. Well, apart from that free kick, which is beautifully struck into the top corner, and then unfortunately for Cape Verde and Rodriguez need to replay, which was smashed into the wall disappointingly. It was a brilliant free kick. I suppose you could ask the question, would they have traded that goal for a red card? Interesting one to ask. Fortes. Back to Fortes. Jeffrey to Stephen. And Lopez, the last man standing in the centre circle for Cape Verde. They haven't flexed their muscles with their one-man advantage so far. Here's Borges into the feet of Rocha Santos. Fortes again. Those two players, teammates at Oostend, Belgium. Picked up by Montero. Hasn't really got onto the ball yet, the MLS player with Philadelphia Union. Here he is. That's a decent looking ball in. Good header away from Tamini. Now Cape Verde winning it back and trying to win a free kick. The referee's having none of it. Suddenly Ethiopia and their 10 men a chance to break away, but turned backwards. That looked like a handball, and indeed it was a handball against Jamiro Montero. And a free kick. It's a free kick to Ethiopia. 23 minutes gone. Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 0. Just joining us, Ethiopia down to 10 men. A red card from Nuno Debebe for bringing down Julio Tavares. The result, the free kick was smashed into the top corner, but it didn't stand because VAR decided to call the referee over and turn the yellow card of Debebe into a red, and the next free kick, retake, smashed straight into the wall by Rodriguez. So still 0-0. As Cape Verde have bossed the early stages in terms of possession, apart from that free kick, not much. A couple of dangerous deliveries that they've not really executed to great perfection early on. Ethiopia ranked by FIFA 137 in the latest rankings released over Christmas. Verde are 73rd in the world. The ball at the moment in the midfield with Borges out wide to the left and Montero looking to Rocha Santos. Santos, I beg your pardon. Fortes. And the referee giving a free kick. Foul on Younes. He went down rather easily under the challenge of Rodriguez, who gets a verbal warning from the referee. A little bit of a forearm into the face of the defender. There wasn't much in that at all. Made a big meal of it. Dear Emmanuel Younes, and he's been given a yellow card. As Rodriguez, but it's not been his night so far. Smash a free kick into the top corner. Highlight of your career. Turn around, it's been disallowed. Now he's got a yellow card. He has to be careful because it turns into a second yellow. We're all even. To turn aside. First yellow of the night for Cape Verde. 25 minutes gone. Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 0. Ball forward, headed away easily into the chest of Tavares, who decides, rather than turning, they'll send it back to Kenny Rocha Sanchez. Believe it or not, they've only had 51.5% possession. Cape Verde, it feels like more. come again from the left-hand side with Stephen Fortes. Kenny Rocha Sanchez. He's been pretty dominant in the early stages in the middle of that midfield. Stupira. Cross to Fortes. It's not been a great performance from Cape Verde so far, given that they've held a one-man advantage now for a little over 15 minutes. So Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 0 here at the Limba Stadium in Luanda. That free kick is given for the foul on Nuno Borges. Foul committed by Katana Kabede, who's now well and truly living off scraps up front for the Ethiopians. It's tall order anyway, 11 aside with him on his own up front, but now they're down to 10. To sacrifice the central midfielder means Fitzmalumo has gone deeper, and the number 10 in behind him has disappeared somewhat. He was trying to fit in that number 10 role whenever they got the ball. The ball down the left-hand side towards Rodriguez. Smashes it in across, and the goalkeeper somehow kept it out. Well, that was a quick fire cross in, and between the goalkeeper and the substitute Dembele, they've kept it out. So in it goes. Dembele against the post. The goalkeeper claws it out. It hits the line, spins back before it goes out for a corner. Bizarre how the ball stayed in play. It kind of hit the line and come back again. It's almost like it was on a string. Weird bounce. The referee's now listening to what is going on in his earpiece. VAR have got something to say. They're holding on the play. What's he checking on VAR here? Whether it crossed the line? I'm sure that would be goal line technology. Yeah, what's the referee going to give? He's having a long listen. He blows his whistle and carries on. Not sure what the VAR check was there. Anyway, it's a throw-in. And he's going to be taken by Jeffrey Fortes in those dark blue shirts. He's got that golden number on the back, number 22. Back to his namesake, Stephen Fortes. Not related. Well, has an apostrophe above the S, the E rather. Just hit between the two, but both Fortes. That ball over to the left-hand side was pretty poor. It's gone out for a goal kick. Goal kick which is taken, cleared up towards the halfway line, and the referee's just given a handball against Stupira on the halfway line. It was a clearance straight back into Cape Verde territory. It was a needless handball, really. By the defender who plays his football in Hungary for Vervde. Over 200 appearances for the Hungarian side. Very much made that his home. Free kick from Ethiopia came to nothing, and Cape Verde cleared their lines. It's gone out to play for a throw-in to Ethiopia on the halfway line, on this near side. Ethiopia kicking from right to left in this first half. Katana Kabade down the left. There's a neat little ball in towards the penalty area. It's a good ball as well for Nasir, who ran onto it, latched onto it. Couldn't really take it on any further once he got into the penalty area. Here's Nasir again, goes on the outside. He's a bag of tricks. There's Abubakar Nasir, 21-year-old. Dagnachuk. Ball through the hole from Dagnachuk. Nasir again, inside the penalty area, lifts it back in. It's an acrobatic attempt of a scissor kick from Katana Kabade. Didn't really get the full purchase on it. He was stretching. It was more an overhead karate kick than a scissor kick, and went more upwards than goal bound, and it was easy for Marcio Rosa to come out. And now Cape Verde can attack down the left hand side. They got an overlap from Stupira. Here is Stupira, has a look up, sends a long ball into the box. It's too long for the target, Julio Tavares, crossed in by Jeffrey Fortes. And Tavares, was he being held there? Well, he's not complaining, and the referee waves play on, and in fact it fell for Gebri Mirkel. the goalkeeper to gather on. I don't think there was too much in it. He did get caught up a little bit as the ball's played into the penalty area. Does go down as he gets beyond the last man. I don't think he would have reached it. Straight through to Gebri-Michael. And I don't need to go down to 9 men really at the moment, do they, Ethiopia? 0-0. Cape Verde in possession inside their own half. 31 minutes gone. It's a poor pass from Nuno Borges. Went to play it out wide to Fortes, but he played it behind him, straight out for thrown to Ethiopia. They need to be more clinical. Cape Verde don't seem to be too comfortable with the playing surface at the moment, to be honest. How would I if I was playing on it? It's very, very cut up. There's a long ball forward from Youssef into the channel. Inside by Kabadi. Now down in the penalty area goes Nasir. He wants a penalty. It did look like a bit of simulation from the referee. Have another look at that. Goes past and he's leaning into Stephen Fortes, and he uses that contact to go down of his own decision. It's pretty poor really. Penalty. As I say, they're living on scraps, but they need something to go their way like that. And that would have been a good decision if it was given. Here come Ethiopia again, bringing the ball away from the edge of their own penalty area. It's a good little interchange that between Younes and Hamid. Hamid then clearing the ball up long, and suddenly there's a one-on-one situation. If Kabali could have brought it down, it hit him on the arm, and the free kick is given by Helder Carvalho, the Angolan referee. No complaints from Kabade. It comes out the sky, he goes to chest it down, hits him on the shoulder. The referee was in a very good position to give it. 12 minutes to go to half-time. Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 0. So far so good for Ethiopia. And they've been playing over 20 minutes now with just the 10 men. Yalad Bey's sending off. VAR assisted red card. It was the last man that brought down Julio Tavares. There is a cross from Rodriguez. Tavares was arriving, but under the challenge from Tamini, he could only help it away from goal and out wide, and then a curling effort towards goal. It moved, it took a deflection. It was a good save by Gebri-Michael, who pushes it away. Two good sightings of goal there, and we haven't seen too many of those from Cape Verde. Good play down the right from Rodriguez. Tavares perhaps should have scored. It comes back out on the other side. It's returned back in by Rocha Sanchez, and the shot comes in. Took a nasty deflection, I think, off the heel of Tamini, and it was a good save by the goalkeeper to push it round the post for a corner. And here comes that corner for Cape Verde. Haven't had as many chances as perhaps we were expecting following the early dismissal. Referee's holding up the corner because of a tangle between three players on the goal line. Two Ethiopians and one Cape Verde player. Here comes the delivery. It's a good delivery in as well. Trying to get on the end of it. Stopera. It's a good piece of defending by Alemu to put him off. With 10 minutes to go to half time. This one is still locked at 0-0. That was a great chance. In it goes. Just needs a touch from Julio Tavares. He couldn't quite apply it. Then the shot comes in and the goalkeeper bounces right up in front of the goalkeeper, and he has to rearrange his stance because he's going to his left, and he had to rearrange to go to the right and pushed it out with both hands. Good save. Corner came to nothing. Cape Verde in possession at the moment with Nuno Borges. Borges getting the pass from Tavares. to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been given a more central position since the red card. Giving it away sloppily again for Fortes. Cape Verde. Tumble for Alimu. No foul says the referee. Got the ball fair and square. Nuno Borges. He's in possession for Cape Verde inside his own half at the moment. And then Borges kicks the ball away and goes down belatedly. I think he felt the full brunt of that coming together with Alimu. Stoppage in the game. The only stoppage in the game so far, apart from this one, is for the VAR. Look at the sending off. When they come together there, Alimu went crashing to ground. And looked like he was going to be the one that was injured, but not so. Another look at that chance that came back off the post. It was a deflection. It was the goalkeeper that stopped it. It didn't hit the post. It was a brilliant save. Well, it was a cross. This was about 5 minutes ago. Rodriguez crossed it. It was Debebe, the substitute, who came on. He deflected it inadvertently towards his own goal. It's going in. I thought it hit the post. The goalkeeper, Faso Gebre-Michael, has stuck out his left hand right on where the post is, and he's clawed it out. So much so that probably about 30% of the ball was over the line. That's why the referee held it up and went to VAR. And VAR confirmed that the ball didn't cross the line. There isn't any Hawkeye goal line technology in this tournament. It's all done by VAR. And it's still 0-0. And the ball is returned back to Cape Verde. Sense of urgency for Marcio Rosa. Rosa, the goalkeeper, in pink. Kenny Rocha Santos in the midfield for Cape Verde. Stopira to Lopez. Lopez to Fortes. Fortes back across the line to Stopira, that back line. Hasn't really been tested too much so far by Ethiopia. We've tried to ask questions with 10 men. It's not been a total backs to the wall job. It's going to be a yellow card here. It's a foul by Tomene. Well, they've lost one central defender to a red card. Now Tomene has been shown a yellow. Shakes his head. Just rolled his man there, Julio Tavares, and invited the foul. I'm not so sure that's a yellow. That's what the referee's decided. This free kick is just slightly left of centre. It's a good 35 yards from goal. Tell you what, if Gary Rodriguez was to hit it at the same pace as he hit the one early on that hit in the top corner, it would go in, but no, it's a deliverable one, and it's delivered into the penalty area. Stopira fell in front of him on the right hand side of the 6-yard box, but skidded away and out for a goal kick. He didn't really have any proper control of it. It's like a hand there by Kabede. Referee concurs. That's the second time he's handled the ball in the last 5 minutes. To the last 6 minutes of the first half. Cape Verde in the better side, and they are a team that's got one more player than their opposition. Nothing to deceive so far. Here's Lopez to the feet of Rocha Santos. Ahead of him on the right hand side, Jeffrey Fortes puts it forward towards Tavares. Good defending though by Debebe, who's done well since he's come on. Have the ball on the halfway line. Two central defenders standing on the halfway line. Apart from the goalkeeper behind them, everyone else is ahead of them. It's an indication of how the majority of the players gone so far. Third in those dark blue shirts with the gold trimming and numbers. Green shirts, yellow shorts, red socks for Ethiopia are on the attack at the moment. Gatana Kabade was always second favourite there, and Roberto Lopez turned on the burners to get there first and send it back to Rosa, who clears up towards the halfway line. It's one back again by Dagnachu for Ethiopia. Suleiman Hamid, down the line it goes. Ibrahim Michael, chance to maybe run at Stapira. Does try and run at Stapira. Stapira got a good challenge in to deny him. It remains 0-0. 0-0. Ethiopia will feel there's always a chance. Fortes carefully lines it into the feet of Nuno Borges. He looks to the left hand side. That's an excellent looking ball forward by Stapira into the penalty area, and the deflection from the cross goes behind for a corner. It was a cross by Rodriguez, who's been their go-to man. It wouldn't have counted anyway. The assistant referee on this near side's got his flag up. It's a great ball forward by Stapira. It was just offside. He's let it go because those marginal ones are usually left to VAR to decide when nothing comes of it. The assistant referee, by protocol, puts his flag up. Frustrating, but I kind of see their point. I agree with it. Still 0-0. Half-time is creeping up on us. 3 minutes or so away, plus a little bit of injury time. Oh, there's a chest down by the goalkeeper. And, well, Roberto Lopez chests it back to his goalkeeper Marcio Rosa, and it very nearly fell to Gatana Gabade. He was brought down by the goalkeeper, but he'd already got the ball, and that was a big chance for Ethiopia, and a piece of very sloppy defending by Roberto Lopez. Won the ball back now, Cape Verde. That was a little warning sign to the team in blue, who have taken things for granted since finding themselves a man to the good. They haven't been able to find themselves a goal advantage. Long ball forward, that might change here. Down the left hand side again with Gary Rodriguez into the penalty area. Cuts back, shoots, but shoots wide. It was covered at the near post by Gabri Macau. That chest down just a few moments ago. The goalkeeper came out and he blocked it. He got the block. He did spill the ball, but he'd already got the ball. It's good goalkeeping by Rosa. And the shot just a second ago at the other end for Rodriguez was wide. Still goalless. Goal kick taken by Fazil Gabri Michael. Headed away by Fortes. To the feet of Tavares, who sends it carefully wide to Jeffrey Fortes. Sweeping ball over towards the left hand side, and Dylan Tavares. Ball over the top by Borges. Headed away well by Debebe. From the edge of the penalty area on the left hand side for Ethiopia. Trying to wriggle away with the ball in the midfield. Emmanuel Jonas picked the ball up there. I thought for a moment he was going to give the free kick against Jonas for picking it up before he'd blown the whistle, but he had blown the whistle, the referee. And it's a free kick to the team in blue. Cape Verde, who have been the better side with the better chances. They just got nudged off the ball for that free kick, Dagnachu, by Rocha Sanchez. It's been far from convincing from Cape Verde. I don't think they've really hit the maximum potential. Look at the players they've got at their disposal. Lots of quality from around Europe. They've got Patrick Andrade on the bench, the Qarabag player at Azerbaijan. He might come on and liven things up. 2 minutes of added time, says the fourth official. Dejanini is also on the bench, former Liga MX player. Forward, played for Santos Laguna in Mexico. He plays for Trabzonspor. Long ball over the top, but it's a wasted ball from Cape Verde. Goes all the way through to Faso. Gabriel Michael. Clearance away by Tamini. Towards the halfway line, too high for Emmanuel Gabriel Michael. Sent out wide by Rocha Santos. Cross coming in from Rodriguez from the left-hand side, very deep. It's turned back by Rodriguez, and there is the opening goal. And it's Julio Tavares that bundles it home. And finally, Cape Verde have found a way of unzipping Ethiopia and their 10 men. And they did so with a decisive goal. Tavares with a deep cross, Rodriguez with a knockdown. And Julio Tavares with the tap-in. Dylan Tavares starting it all off on the left-hand side. Here's the goal again, having a look. Dylan Tavares with the cross. Gary Rodriguez keeps an eye on it, pulls it back. And there with a diving header from 2 yards out into the empty net. It's Julio Tavares' 7th goal for Cape Verde. And right on the stroke of half-time, they break the deadlock. Rodriguez makes it, and he's been their standout player in the first half, Cape Verde. And they're going to need to play a lot better than they have in the first half if they are to progress deep into this competition, that's for sure. And that goal gives them the advantage they desired. 1 goal and 1 man advantage. It's a long way back now for the 10 men of Ethiopia, who go for goal straight from the kick-off with a long shot forward from Dagnachu. I don't think he was even up towards the centre circle when he lofted that one forward, but it was straight into the arms of Martial Rosa. We've played the 2 minutes of stoppage time, the goal coming in stoppage time at the end of the first half. There goes the half-time whistle, and it's been an intriguing first half, really. Ethiopia has certainly more than matched Cape Verde for the most of it, despite having Yared Bey sent off for a red card after just 10 minutes. The goal coming right on the stroke of half-time. A simple header from Julio Tavares on the end of a pullback from Gary Rodriguez. Finally, they got round the outside of Ethiopia. And that was how they were going to always break them down if they were to finally find the right medicine. They seem to have done so just in the nick of time before half-time here at the Olembe Stadium, where at the interval it's Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 1. We'll be back for the second half very shortly.
The live broadcast of this match will start momentarily.
Now they've conceded that goal. They've got it all to do in the second half.
Glance forward towards Youssef. It's a good run from him, and he's got advances down the left-hand side. Can he get the cross in? He's got to the byline. He's got to try and get past Stephen Fortes, which is no easy task. The big defender holds his ground. Ethiopia still have the ball, but it's 3 successive back passes to the halfway line. And Debebe. Again. Square of him to Mene. Under a bit of pressure from Tavares. It's all the way back to goalkeeper Fazil Gebri-Makel, who for me has been the outstanding man of the match today. I think he's been excellent in goal for Cape Verde. Succession of very good saves, especially in the first half. There's Tamini again. Square of him. It's Mignold Debebe, the 2 central defenders for Ethiopia combining. Out wide to the left, and Youssef still inside their own half here, Ethiopia. 6 minutes to go. They need to get forward in the search of an equaliser. And remember, they're doing this with 10 men. At times, it's been difficult to realise that they've only had 10 men, because they've certainly played a part in this game. Cape Verde will not be happy with their display, but a second goal now could put it all to bed, and it's helped on by Tavares, but that long leg of his couldn't find it to the long legs of Semedo. Tried to play it out wide to Semedo into the penalty area, and he would have had a clean strike and a goal, but he just couldn't get it beyond Debebe. It's more good defending by Debebe. Gebri-Makel, the goalkeeper, back to Youssef, into his right foot, drills a long ball forward. It's right into the channel, but it does eventually filter away and out for a throw-in to Cape Verde. 5 minutes to go. Ethiopia still trailing here by 1-0, having played now 75 minutes of this game, with 10 men after Yared Bey was sent off. Wagner is going to come on for Cape Verde, and he's going to come on for Julio Tavares, the goal scorer. Scored the only goal of the game deep into stoppage time at the end of the first half. Trundles off, and it's replaced by Wagner. Gonzalez, also known as Giannini, into the penalty area. Giannini, first touch for him, in the thick of it. Win that ball back. Oh, it's good skills on the left-hand side from Tavares. Gets to the byline. It's been smuggled behind by Ashilu for a corner kick. Quickly involved. Immediately after coming on, Giannini. Like for like change. Striker coming on to replace Tavares. He's 6'3", an experienced 30-year-old. This is Trabzonspor. In comes the corner. It's a header towards goal by Stapira. Distinctive red mohawk. Climbs above his marker, Youssef, but he's aimed the header well wide. Goal kick. 3.5 minutes to go. Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 1. The opening day of the African Cup of Nations. It has actually been given as another corner, by the way. It was a goal kick in my eyes. The referee says it came off the defender. He was a foot above the defender when he leaped high there. Stapira. Can't see how that comes off a defender for me. Ethiopia more defending to do. It's an outswinger that's gone out of play before coming back in, according to the assistant referee on the far side, who's raised his flag. Unless it's for an offside. No, it's for an offside. Oh no, it's a goal kick. I was going to say, it can't be offside from a corner when you've got 2 defenders on the goal line. The signal from the assistant referee is to point the flag for a goal kick, just like he does for an offside. It did go out of play. He was pointing to the goal kick, not the offside. Goal kick has been taken, not to the referee's liking, so they're going to take it again. This time Faso Gebri-Makel is going to clear it long downfield. Clock is ticking for Ethiopia as they try and get forward in search of an equaliser. It's a ball into the penalty area, and it wasn't a bad ball in either towards Alimo rather, and good goalkeeping by Rosa, who when he's had to do something, the goalkeeper has responded admirably. The other end, Faso Gabriel has been excellent in Ethiopia. 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes now to go in this game. Ticking away from Ethiopia as they knock the ball long with Tamine. Away by Fortes. Fortes again gets a good challenge in. There's a little bit of room in the midfield for Borges, who carries it forward. Borges carefully out wide towards Semedo on the right hand side. Takes a touch, pulls it back towards a penalty spot. It's a really good block from Tamine, and they're able to clear Ethiopia. More good defending. It did look there like they had the ability to open up Ethiopia, Cape Verde, but they didn't do so. Excellent block by Ashalu Tamine. Ethiopia trying to win the ball back in the midfield. A foul by Semedo. On Semedo, I beg your pardon. It was a foul by Tamine. It's an excellent challenge by Tamine. Just thought that attack by Cape Verde. It's looking like Cape Verde will join Cameroon at the top. They'll go clear top on goal difference if they can find a second. When they scored in stoppage time at the end of the first half. Here's Fortes, looks the cross in. It's been brought down, and the shot towards goal from Rocha Sanchez was blocked. Handball claims, and then the shot from distance rising over the top of the crossbar from Tavares. He's brought it down here, Sanchez. Shoots at goal, it hits the side, it's into the rib cage. 3 minutes of added time is indicated by the fourth official, who is from Tunisia, Haytham Gure. Ethiopia's 11th appearance at the finals, ranked 137 by FIFA. 73 is where you'll find Cape Verde in that latest FIFA ranking, which was only out a couple of weeks ago, ahead of the African Cup of Nations. Long ball forward by Ethiopia, and Younes has been cut out by Fortes, throwing on the left hand side, exactly level with the edge of the penalty area. And, we're almost a minute into the 3 minute stoppages. Got a ball down the line by Fika towards Alimo, overhit straight behind, goal kick. And Ethiopia look like they're heading towards an opening defeat. They certainly put up a brave performance. 10 men for the vast majority of the whole game. As Hamid brings it down, takes it back to his goalkeeper Gabriel Mikel. Comes out of his penalty area and launches a long ball down towards the edge of the opposition penalty area. Good strong header away from Roberto Lopez into the centre circle, but a foul by Nuno Borges. Not Nuno Borges, I beg your pardon, De Giannini. And then a long ball from the free kick. They've just planted it straight over the top and into the arms of Martial Rosa, and just goes to ground, the goalkeeper, and kills a few more seconds. By my reckoning, about a minute to go. And Cape Verde are on the brink of 3 points. And that will be the start that they want. Group A will be blasted wide open. Next up on Thursday, Cameroon taking on Ethiopia here, followed by that Cape Verde against Burkina Faso game. Can't help but think that could be the crucial game for second place if Cameroon do go on and win the group. Cameroon up against Ethiopia in game 2. You'd expect them to win that, but Ethiopia, a full complement of 11 will surely cause them 1 or 2 problems. Here's Fitzmalemo on the left hand side, checks back to Maleo into the penalty area. Fika to Alimo again. Cross into the box. It's too high for Temene. And then a shot coming in from a long way up. That must have been 40 yards. And Temene has smashed it high over the top of the crossbar. And that should be that. With the final whistle just moments away. Ethiopia have given it their all. And you have to admire their bravery, because they never drop their heads despite being down to 10 men after just 10 minutes. There goes the final whistle from the referee, Helder Carvalho of Angola. Well, he's shown that red card twice in his last 4. No surprise that he's got it out again here. There's a feeling of discontent between the coach, Babista, and a couple of the players that he substituted late in the game. Looked like Montero reacted unhappily at his coach as the final whistle went. It's been an unhappy display by Cape Verde. They've got a smattering of decent talent that play football at a high level around Europe, but Ethiopia, who pretty much are all home-based players, have given them a real run for their money despite being down to 10 men after just 10 minutes with Yared Bey sent off. The only goal of the game, well, it came from Julio Tavares, a close-range effort and header a minute into stoppage time at the end of the first half. They could have had more, but in fairness, they were far from convincing despite playing the majority of this game with an additional man. But Cape Verde take the point. It's a good start for them. That's what they wanted, that's what they got. Ethiopia 0, Cape Verde 1. And I think Group A could be an interesting one. It could be a tough one to call. Thursday's meeting between Cape Verde and Burkina Faso could be the all-important fixture in this group. Thank you very much for your company this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Have a very good evening.
The live broadcast of this match will start.
A couple of his key players, Dylan Tavares and